Welcome in the ring, folks. Let's fight. It's Wednesday, the 20th day of December. Wherever you're joining us from tonight, good folks. Let's fight. Share the live. Smash that emoji button and partner with us as well, good folks. Great to have each and every one of you here with us. Share the live. Smash that emoji button as well, folks. We got a lot to share with you guys this evening, and you are in the right place. You didn't make a bad decision. Charrandass Persaud, that's where we're starting tonight, folks. And get your coffee, get your biscuits, get your crackers, get your saltfish. Folks, gather around, get lots of information to share with you this evening. Live and direct, we started with Charrandass Persaud. Good, folks. And what we're hearing over the wires, good to have you folks here with us. Credible sources, folks. Good to have you, Wendy, Caesar, and all the other folks joining us tonight. Pace and power, boots on the ground, boots in the air, boots wherever it's needed. Good to have each and every one of you with us. Good folks. Politics, Morning Toby, good to see you there. Partner with us as well, good folks. You all know we don't run on water. Don't do it. We don't run on water, folks, and we need your help these days more than ever before. If you want to help us, folks, here's how you can do so.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
Let's fight!
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
Let's fight!
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep...
Yeah. Welcome back, good folks. Welcome back. Share the live. That emoji, but we got a lot to share with you folks this evening. And good to see so many of you folks already on the live. We got the fight card set. Bam. Just like that. We got the fight card set. Leslie and Wilma Grant, Kevin and Debbie. We got the fight card set. Mario Bella. What's happening with Charrandass Persaud, folks? We got the latest. Hearing a lot of things tonight. Folks. And I just want to say, I'm hearing a lot of things tonight. Credible sources. Share the live, folks. Share the live. The folks said don't tell y'all anything until we got about 200 shares. See, y'all holding back the program right now. I just want y'all to know that. Y'all are holding back this program. Share the live. Expose the truth. Share and expose. That's what we're doing. The folks said do not share this critical information with folks unless they share the live. We want as many persons. So right now you're holding back. Enid Miggins, you share the live. Station Source, I done share. Station, then you are cleared. Enid Miggins, I see Susan and Stan, they said unless they share. Don't say 39. Stan Board. 39, Sean of Fortune. Serious times we're living in, folks. Serious times we're living in. Yeah. Every day you wake up above ground. You got to thank Father. Every day. Good to have you, Claudine Dukwa, all the other folks, Debbie, Leon, Abida, Claire Alexis, Charmley Richmond, good to have you as well, and all the other beautiful folks joining us. Welcome in the ring, folks. I'm going to bring you all in. The folks said unless we got about 200-300 shares, don't start the program. So y'all holding us back. Right now, I want you all to know, you're holding us back. We want to start the program, but some of y'all holding us back. Please and thank you. We got to fight card set, ready to go, fired up and ready to go, but it's y'all. It's y'all holding us back. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please and thank you. Don't hold us back, folks. Y'all are, we are fired up, folks. We are ready to go, but some of y'all are ready for prime time. We're fired up, ready to go, but some of you folks, deliberately, some of you folks deliberately holding us back. It's wickedness. Wickedness in high places. It is wickedness, folks. We're fired up. I just want you all to know that, and we're ready to go. Guys, don't hold us back. We're waiting on you. We're waiting on you good folks. Lots to share with you guys this evening. Pace and power, boots on the ground. Lots and lots to share with you. You folks share the live. The folks that don't come out the block unless they share the live properly. I like listening to instructions. we like listening to instructions, folks. Pace and power. The share don't come out. Don't come out yet. Edward, you share. Carol, Mark, Dolly, Joylyn, Robin, Kendall. Share the live, good folks. Smash that. Ring the bell one time for y'all. One time. We want to come in. We want to start the broadcast. But y'all holding us back. I just want y'all to know that. This is all dependent on y'all. We want to share some valid, credible information. Breaking over the wires as we came on, folks. Charrandass Persaud is in the news again. Y'all remember Charrandass Persaud? Yeah, Charrandass Persaud of the Indian High Commissioner of fame. Same Charrandass Persaud back in the news again this evening, folks. Back in the news again this evening. Yep. Charrandass Persaud of the Indian High Commissioner of fame. Our High Commissioner to India. Yep, and you all know all the rest. You can fill it in there. Yep. No confidence motion. Infamous no confidence motion. Charrandass Persaud. Same fella. What's happening there? Since this administration come in, it's like the 7 plagues following Alibaba and the 40 thieves. It's like the 40 plagues. Yep, believe it or not. Lots and lots and lots happening out there, folks. And we encourage you to share the live as we start this evening. We got some time in our hand. Be patient with us. Please and thank you. Be patient with us, good folks. But good to have so many of you on the live this evening, folks. Yep. Charrandass Persaud of the No Confidence Motion fame, folks, in, was it 2018? My God, seemed like a lifetime ago. It's interesting that so many people, surrounding that event, surrounding critical decisions made with the last elections. It's so interesting to see some of the things that are happening. Yep, we got a lot to share with you folks. Wherever you're joining us from this evening, good to see each and every one of you here with us. Beryl Crawford, Pace and Power. Looking for my notes. I don't know what's happening here this evening. Pace and power is like it's too much space tonight, folks. But lots and lots and lots happening. We're just happy that you wonderful folks are here with us. We're just happy that you wonderful folks are here with us. Every day you wake up above ground, we got to give the Lord thanks. Every day. So we're coming on tonight with a bit of breaking news. We just want to make sure that, you guys are ready. A bit of breaking news we're coming on tonight with. A bit of breaking news. We shared it live here? We shared it live here? A bit of breaking news as we come on this evening, good for. Let's start here. We're fired up and we're ready to go. We're just holding for a few more folks. Leslie, tell us. Some of you like story, yeah? Tell us. That's all, Leslie. Tell me. We want to know. Good to have Edward on the live, Beatrice, Kurt, and Vanilla Garnet. Good to have Annette. We smashing that emoji button. Are we playing tonight? We can. This emoji button won't smash itself. This emoji button, good folks, it's not gonna smash itself. We're gonna smash it or not, folks. Charrandass Persaud, as we said, Charrandass Persaud of the No Confidence Motion fame. Y'all remember which year it was? Joyce Carter, Simone Grave, same Charrandass Persaud of the No Confidence motion fame, same Charrandass of the Indian High Commissioner of fame, same Charrandass Persaud, you'd see him at the National Assembly. What's the word we used to use back in the day? Palavering. Palavering is an old English word, I believe. Palavering, if my etymological disposition is correct. Palavering himself. In the news again this evening, folks. In the news again, and we're just going to keep it straight. Right? We just going to keep it straight. The folks said don't start unless we coming out the blocks with 200 shares tonight. No, we don't wish anybody ill. That's not something we do here. We know where to draw the line with our politics. We don't wish a soul ill. And that's one of the reasons why during the last sitting of the National Assembly, I took the opportunity to wish Minister of Agriculture installed, albeit that's another story, a speedy recovery. He was in an accident over the weekend. Some people believe this country is crossed. 20 children dead, 5 soldiers. Minister had a close call. Some others missed COVID like this. Some people think this country is crossed since August 2nd, 2020. We don't wish anybody bad, though. We don't wish anybody ill. We don't wish anybody ill. We can share the live or whichever page you're joining us from. Ensure you share that page, folks. Ensure you share that. We don't wish anybody ill. But by the same token, we're not going to interrupt what the Lord Jesus Christ is doing in anybody's life. We're not going to interrupt what the Almighty is doing in anybody's life. So good, folks. That same Charrandass of the no confidence motion fame, the same Charrandass of the Indian High Commission, High Commissioner of fame, he said a lot of things to that woman, Miss Ghosh, associate professor there at a fantastic university in Delhi. Right? The woman came by his house looking for her dog, and he went on a tirade against that woman. What's the local word? Cussed her out. That's the local phrase. Hollis and Desiree and Chinsing. Yeah, some of the expletives that were used, I didn't even know. I never conjure you could put words together like that. Some of the expletives that were used. But folks, the former Indian High Commissioner, our High Commissioner to India, they're telling us tonight he's low. That's what the folks telling us. He's low. Now, low can be open to a lot of interpretation. I don't know if this is what they call, what's the thing? You go under the stick. What's the thing? You see how low you can go under the stick? They said he's low, according to sources who are familiar with what's happening. And we've been trying to find out as much as we can. They said it's an inexplicable illness. And in some of the photographs that we have, we dare not even show with churn your stomach. We know some of you got your fries, you got your fried fish, you got your crackers, you got your coffee, you got some cook-up. Might be singing a few hymns. We don't want to churn your stomach. Who's sharing the live? According to the sources, he's low. That's why we got low. And that this, whatever condition this is, they said it's inexplicable. We don't wish people bad. I want to say that very clear. Very clear. We don't wish people bad. But we're not going to interrupt what God is doing in anybody's life by the same token. We're not going to interrupt it. Sometimes you get ill and then you draw closer to the Almighty. You ever find that? Your toes start hurting. You say, Father. You don't say Father for 10 years. You say, oh God. We're not going to interrupt what God is doing in anybody's life. We don't wish anybody well. We don't wish anybody ill. Let me just be clear on that. But sources says this is an inexplicable illness. Folks, this life not going to share itself. This emoji but not going to smash itself. We want others always to be able to benefit from valid, credible information. valid, credible information. So share the live, folks, as much as you can. Once you don't get in trouble with your boss, yeah, you get some pay deducted or so on for, being on our live and sharing it and so on. You see? They're going to take back the 0.5 from the 6. The 6.5, they're going to take back the 0.5. But this is what we're hearing, folks. And we've been doing the rounds, good journalism, and trying to pursue the truth wherever it leads. And this is what people are telling us: an inexplicable illness. They said, let me try to get some of what we've been hearing during the course of the day. So this inexplicable illness, people, we're hearing that there is some intestinal bleeding and all of that. We're hearing. Yeah, they said he's low intestinal bleeding, and they're trying to find, what is the causation, the root. Right, and there's some lesions on his hands. Folks, some of the photographs, we just picked the best of the lot. We just picked the best of the lot to be able to give you this information. Charrandass Persaud, by now, of the no confidence motion infamy, he said yes, I think. Right? He said yes about 3 times. That ill-fated night. Yes, about 3 times we're hearing about intestinal bleedings, a lot of lesions on his hands, in and out of consciousness. And we were even made to understand, third piece of information, that he would have been medevaced overseas. That's the third piece of information we have. Right? And I see Lyndon Elliott. I see Lyndon Elliott's comment on Facebook. Lyndon, that's what we're hearing too. Right? And we hope that is not so. Of course, we said we don't wish nobody well. We know where to draw the line of politics. Right? We don't wish poisoning on nobody and so on. Right? I see people talking about Russian and all of that. These things are real. When we said that we had to expel folks during the course of the last election, Russian elements in there, some folks thought we were kidding. And I did an interview with Kemran Ramjatan, leader of the Alliance for Change, who was the Minister of Public Security then. Now Minister of the post is the Ministry is Home Affairs now. And he walked us through exactly what happened. Russian influences are real, not only in Guyana and Guyana politics, but internationally. So, some of what you're saying there is that far removed. That is what we have this evening, folks. Folks said Charrandass Persaud of the no confidence motion, infamy, and the explosion we saw on Ms. Ghosh, with all the expletives, former High Commissioner to India, Charrandass Persaud. Right? They're telling us that he's low. We're going to continue to monitor this, folks. And as much information as we have, we're going to share with you. As much information we have on this subject matter, folks. And as we go along, we invite you guys. We want others to get credible and valid information as well. Share the live, folks. Smash that emoji button. As we say, I want to say it again because people are going to quote me. People are going to put stuff in the papers about what I said. We don't wish anybody bad. Debbie Collins. We don't wish anybody bad. Roderick and candidly the industry. But by the same token, we're not going to come in between what God wants to do in anybody's life. As well, Byron and Shelley Granham and, BHS and so on. Yep, we're going to keep you guys updated as to what the progress is. But folks say lesions on the skin and some internal bleeding in and out of consciousness. And last evening into this morning, things took a dip for the worse since low. And Charrandass Persaud might have been medevac overseas for additional medical attention. Kyle Baino, candidly energy, medevac overseas for additional medical attention. Yeah, that's just one of the things we're following this evening, folks. Just one of those things we're following. And as we hear, let's start about, as we talk about being medevac overseas and so on, let's talk about some of the other things happening overseas. I think there's one issue here we're going to share with you. Devon, the young, good to see you there, and Kyle and Ostil Ogle and Jolly and Debbie and Anjon and all the other folks. CC Forbes, see, Anjon says repent. Yeah, that's what Anjon says. Michaela, did I capture in your voice there, Anjon, in my Anjon voice? Carol and Byron and Oswin tap in, and all the other folks joining us this evening. Share that live, guys. Smash that emoji. But lots happening around the world. Again, China making its influence known and felt more and more on Russia, meeting with its Prime Minister today, Mikhail Mishustin. Yeah, it's not the Pony and Dan show we had it last time in what's his name? I'm seeing the fella now. Putin second. Seeing the fella, but his name is eluding me. Those of you who shot and these issues, they used to be president and Putin was prime minister, and then they did the old switcheroo. You all remember the fella? I'm seeing his face. He's faded so much into the background. Medvedev. Yeah, Medvedev. That was the fella. Y'all little slow. Y'all still in Charrandass. And China said that they've been having a number of exchanges in terms of cooperating at different levels, whether it's the local government level with Russia, central government level. They've been having a series of exchanges as they build this partnership, continued partnership between the two countries. I'm happy for them. I don't know if it's Russia or China or where Charrandass is after this evening, but I'm happy for them. And I think we got a little error on this slide too. But that's one of the things we're tracking this evening, folks, on what we're picking up around the regions. A lot happening. I don't know if gone to Barbados, where? Brazil, where? Right? But medevac, folks, and as we're in that, some of the other things we're picking up from around the region. Look at this one here. Next door. You see? You think it's catching up with you, you know. All your wickedness is catching up with you. That's one of the things I find fascinating about people in politics. We always factor on God. Now look, Desi here. Look, Desi here. The Suriname Supreme Court upholds a 20-year sentence. And Desi Bautizar uphold a 20-year sentence because he's been convicted. His conviction is part of this role he played in 1982, I think it was, or 89, somewhere there about, in the execution of 15 dissidents. You see, that's not democracy, right? And we know we're trying to emerge from this past, you know, but some folks want to take us back there. Some people want to take us back here, but we're not going to allow it. When people went missing and inexplicably, like illnesses that afflicting others, inexplicably people would go missing and all manner of things. Some people want to take us back, but we ain't going back. 1982, I was correct. Just double checked it there. 1982. What's happening with the graphic folks this evening? 1982, 15 persons were murdered. Activists there in Suriname, and he was convicted for his role. Appeal that, and the Court of Appeal there has just, said, let the decision stand. Let that decision, 20 years. Yeah, do good. You get some influence, you get some authority. You got to do good. And too many people, turn to the dark side. Too many people say yes to the darkness. Malapande, Dennis Atwell. Dennis is one of our very strong activists. Fantastic fellow. Fantastic fellow. Has a stick-to-itiveness unmatched. Good to see Dennis Atwell on the live tonight. Yeah. So take note. Those others who think they are invincible and unreachable. If the laws, we know it, man's law can't reach you. Well, God got his own way, God got his own way. I'm surprised that so many politicians, when you listen to politicians, so many politicians factor out Fact out the Almighty. So many, so many politicians and what's not. Fact out the Almighty. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, good folks. Don't do it at all. Fact out the Almighty. So that's one of the things we're following, folks, and then we turn our attention to other issues happening at home. Well, you all know once we come here, like that bit of news with Charrandass, we come here, it is what it is. Right? Y'all know it. We don't plan these things, It's just when you pick up the papers, you read the news on the internet, it is what it is. You see, we don't wish nobody bad. Right? But if you do foolishness like Baltazar, however you want to pronounce his name, we didn't christen him. However you want to pronounce his name, then it is what it is. Let's try to do more right in this world. Not so Ibn Lamy. I say a wrong thing. I say a wrong thing, Ibn, Vashti Pollard, Clive Jackson, Anthony Jackson. I said the wrong thing yet. Let's try to do more right and good in this world. Not so Priya and Mustapha. Folks, look at this. Last night we reported on one Daniel, was it Daniel Hassan, I think it was, who died in a road accident. He was part of a road crew. And the SUV plowed into him. We spoke about that just last evening. I can tell you, once we come local, we're gonna have some severe challenges. Just last evening we told you guys. Right? I'm reverting to my notes because I did tell y'all every day something goes up in flame in this country. Every day somebody gets knocked down on the road. Every day. And this is just the latest incident. Right? Last evening I told you of Daniel McLennan. That was the name. 29-year-old Daniel McLennan doing work along the Montrose Public Road when an NIS pickup smashed into him. That's yesterday. Today, a beloved sister, Anita Narain, a pedestrian knocked down on the east bank of Essequibo by a minibus. Again, I say, Guyanese at home and abroad, pray for this country. Pray for this country. Like these boys cross, nobody's safe for them, Pray for this country. I need to go about our business today. I need to Narain. And a bus struck her down on the public road there. Struck her down on the east bank of Essequibo. Thoughts and prayers with her family. Guyana has the most dangerous roadways in the world. That's the accident report for today, folks. That's the accident report for today. Pray for this country. I'm begging y'all. Y'all, there's no easy road here. It's who said it? It's Butcher. It's not an easy road, he said. Not in this country. Literally. It's not an easy road. Look what one letter writing today's paper said. He didn't know Anita Narain was going to be killed on the roadways, This is Jailal writing in Guyana Times today. He didn't know that. Hear what Jailal says about the roads in this country. You all take me for granted. I don't want the title of a prophet. We just look and we see the trends in the news every day. Somebody loses their life on the road in Guyana. The thing want blood. The one got to look for the thing. The thing want blood. That's what I'm telling you. Listen to what Jailal wrote in today's Guyana Times. Our highways, he says, roads and streets have been converted into racetracks to experience the thrill of the gooseneck turn with a pedal to the metal effort on the long stretch. Patience, says Jailal, has escaped our temperament, and rush hour is a foreign thing. With a 6 o'clock morning and a 6 o'clock evening Guyanese application throughout the coastal belt. It's any time people letting loose on the road. That's what Jailal says. This morning's paper, Jailal wrote this letter to the editor, right? The head of which is road safety is everybody's business. And by evening, folks, Anita Narayan is dead. Had her life taken by a bus. That was the implement. That was the vehicle, a bus. Be careful out there, folks. Be careful. I beg of you. Y'all know this country how it is. Strap yourselves in prayer and go by faith. Strap in prayer and go by faith. Jailal says our highways, roads, and streets have been converted into racetracks. That's what he said. And it's absolutely right. Absolutely, positively correct. The most dangerous roadways in the world. All right? That's what he said. Moving on, folks. Got a lot to cover. How's it going? We show you, folks, how so many things start. Mark and Maxine and Kyle and Dennis. We don't often show you, folks, how it's going. You know. When I gone? Hope it's not by the roads. Another Rasta can take my place. Folks, the world don't stop, you know. The world goes on. As certain as night turns to day, right? The world goes on. It don't stop for anybody. They haven't appointed sir yet to stop for anybody. We show you how a lot of things start. We don't often show you how it's going. Prime Minister, Mr. Khan, Omar Khan, Chief of Staff, Omar Khan, he says the army has regrouped and refocused since the death of the 5 soldiers. I'm telling you what the Brigadier, the Chief of Staff of the Guyana Defense Force says. They have regrouped and refocused. Right? Regrouped and refocused. Some of y'all still hanging on to a lot of old things, you know. Regroup, good folks, and refocus. That's important. Regroup and refocus. That's what he told the Private Sector Commissioner at a dinner. And the Chief of Staff was a guest of honor there. Regroup and refocus. I better regroup and refocus for the new year. So this country going already. Right down to the wire, you know. Right down to the wire. 0 points. They are giving 0 points. 0 points for some people. For the new year, as you end this whole one, regroup and refocus, we're coming stronger. We ain't watching to the left nor right, back nor front. In our own deliberate judgment, we're moving forward. 0 points. 0 points. Premanichan. 0 points. All of us should have a vested interest. What happens in our country? That is what it means to be Guyanese. To have a vested interest. We born here. Guyanese blood runs through our veins, however far we go. And I find it I was a little taken aback. I was a little appalled that Priya Manichan took it as an affront when her parliamentary colleague asked her how many Venezuelan children were going to schools in Region 3, in Essequibo in particular. How many of them were engaging the school system? She saw it as an affront. You come in the National Assembly, you come for monies. This money is not PPP money, it's not APNU money, it's not AFC money. It belongs to all Guyanese, pure and simple. Political believers and non-believers, religious believers and non-believers, and like Jews and Gentiles, Hapacites, trench coppers, all of us. There's no differentiation. So all of us must have a vested interest how it is spent. When you come to the National Assembly asking for money to buy furniture, or furnitures in case you're real Guyanese, to buy furniture, people must Question that. Is it because of the influx of Venezuelan children in the school system? That's a legitimate question. You can ask questions now. You can ask questions now. Please and thank you. She took exception to that. Come on, Priya. $31.7 million is money. I don't know if you got in the bank, but not for we say lucky. What we got in the bank is ours. Is that there by ill-gotten gains? $31.7 million is money to somebody. Money just taxpayer. She took exception. Listen to the exchange between Priya Manik-Chan and the Honorable Priya Manik-Chan. I'm not going to slide you there. He's a petty. The Honorable, beautiful Priya Manik-Chan for some of you. God damn it. And the Honorable Natasha Singh Lewis posing the question in the National Assembly quite recently, folks. Take a look and take a listen.
Chair, could the minister tell us if this unforeseen purchase of furniture to accommodate the large number of students, particularly in Region 3, has anything to do with the influx of Venezuelan children in our communities?
Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, this school was much so that I thought I was feeling faint until I, what's happening here. And then I realized the school was shaking. Nothing had been done with it from 2015 to 2020, which is why these Guyanese children, whether Guyanese or otherwise, were in danger. Children of this world were in danger. This school hosts and has been shaking long before the honorable member recognized that there was Venezuelan children here. Chair, could the minister tell us if this...
Yeah, so that's some of what went down there, folks. Now, you can't take that as an affront. How are you going to take that as an affront? That's money, taxpayers' money, non-taxpayers' money. Guyanese money is got to go spend there. And we have a right as Guyanese, not only as an opposition, as Guyanese to interrogate what the monies are being spent on. And this is not no phobia. This is not no Xena nothing. Right? Xena T, Xena B, xenophobia. There's not any of that. You have to be concerned. Right? Does this capture that intake? Maybe you have to give some more if you don't capture it. The thousands of Venezuelan children who are going to school there. Maybe you might need some more money to buy more furniture. But you see, you come with a presupposition that the opposition got you, so you lock off the information. Oh, the school is shaking since you went in. Now, there's a presumption that every school, when the PP demitted office in 2015, was in pristine condition. Yeah, was in pristine condition. Don't let me talk about K2 secondary. The corruption there was so much. The K2 secondary school cost over $1 billion. And we still came and rectified some of the defects. It probably go up to $1.5 billion. One secondary school in Hitler, $1 billion. So don't come wrong, we funny. We have a right, all of us, as Guyanese, Jew and Gentile, Protestant and Catholic, Hindu and Muslim, we got a right. Right? I want to leave out my religion, the Rastafarians. Right? We got a right to ask the questions. That is what it means to be a parliamentarian. That's what transparency is and good governance is. But see, they got different definitions. That's what democracy is. But democracy, some people, is getting a dead person to put an X on a ballot. Get a dead person to write the name that I subscribe to you running a local government election. That's not it. That's corruption. That is corruption. Right? How many? Is there an influx? Simple. Y'all know the PVP solve problems. Y'all know how the PVP will solve problems in this country? I've told you folks many times. Y'all forgot. I have told you folks many times about the PVP problem solving skill. Right? Folks, this is how they do it. It's a 3-step solution. Any problem the PP has is a three-step solution. Any problem. Right? This is how they do it. This is a three-step. Right? Step one. You all remember this? They had a circle in Rumville. Just as you go around by DSL there. Right? There was a hole on the road, the side of the road, a hole. And it was in full display how the PPP problem solved. Step one, they would draw a circle around the problem. That's what they would do. Bring it back. They would draw a circle around the problem. Right? And then when enough people say, what foolishness is this? What nonsense y'all doing? Stop it. When enough of you do that, Mark Goring and I hope this is the hard-working vice chair out of Region 10, Mark Goring. Good to have you on the live, sir. Good to have you on the live, Chief. Hard-working vice chair of Region 10. When enough people like Mark and Michelle and Andrew and Yvonne and Volme make a lot of noise, they're going to erase the circle. They're going to erase the circle. And then when enough of us now, enough of us like would measure a seat in Parliament or 2 or 3 seats, enough of us, Lester and Rhonda, Andrea Jarvis and Siobhan and Horace and Lester and Hazel, enough of us make noise, then there's really going to fix the problem. There's really going to fix the problem. That's what happened in Parliament recently. When we brought up GUYSUCO. GUYSUCO. When we brought up GUYSUCO, billions and billions we poured into GUYSUCO. Right? If you want to see money disappear, bring it next to this black hole called GUYSUCO. It's sucking money. Folks, I don't know how science wonky you folks are, but I love to read about science every chance I get. And I read that black holes, when they're formed in the universe, I ain't say big holes, black hole, I ain't called Edgel, name. Black holes, when they're formed in the universe, they sit around the mouth of the black hole, to use a coarse term to discuss something so fantastically scientific. The mouth of the black hole, they say the gravitational pull is so strong, it can suck in light. It can suck in light. That's how powerful it is. That's GUYSUCO. It can suck in every cent from an economy. And if we ever go bankrupt, GUYSUCO can be the cause. The black hole called GUYSUCO can suck in this whole country. The whole economy can suck down with it and collapse on itself, and we shall be no more. Punto final. So the question was asked of the minister. You know, he's recovering, so we're taking a light on him. We didn't want to rough him up too much. It's one of the easier days for him. We're taking a light on the minister, Zulfikar Mustapha. Right. I wished him well. I went over and shook his hand and said, welcome back. Good to see you on your feet. Let's fight now. And we started listening him to question. It seemed that GUYSUCO has adopted, right, a projection approach, and then you're going to see what's the real problem and try to fix it. Right? So you project that next week you could start grinding cane or boiling cane. That's the projection you have. Next week we can start at Rose Hall or where. We are going to start grinding cane next week at Rose Hall. But then when you go on the site, you see, nothing irregular here. We can't really start next week. We got to start 2 years from now. That's the approach you have. They make a projection. And then they go and see, and we question them about this approach. And also, when we can see profitability at GUYSUCO, when sugar and start bringing in the profit, billions of the capital bill have been poured into GUYSUCO. Folks, if we took the money we poured into GUYSUCO and put it to increase wages and salaries to public servants, sweet Jesus, that'd be a real nice time. You're talking about 6.5 increase? Jesus. We're talking about 16.5, 25.5, 30.5 increase for all public servants. The amount of billions with the capital bill we've thrown into GUYSUCO. And so there we were in the National Assembly, Christopher Jones asking questions, Vince Roy Jordan, Cameron Ramsden. We were taking it easy on him. You know, we know he's weak and feeble. He's now getting back to full strength and so on. We were taking it easy on him. And this projection, then go see approach. You know, the 3-step Chipchal, Rapromi approach of the PP. Take a look and take a listen. You know, are we going back to profitability? When Big Sahib, are we coming back to profitability with GUYSUCO? Help us out, help us out, help us out.
Mr. Chairman, just a follow-up and clarification from the Honorable Minister. Earlier when the question was posed, the Honorable Minister stated that when they set the target and that they went into the field, then they realized that there are a lot of work to be done in the field. My question and clarification to the Honorable Minister, is this the standard operation procedure of the ministry or GUYSUCO to set a target, then go and see what they have to work with?
Honorable Minister.
Mr. Chair, if the honorable member know how targets are being set, GUYSUCO, as the honorable member Ramston would have said just now, you have to do projection for years. This target of 5,000 a year before, when we went into to do the replanting, and we find it's what we found in the cooperation in terms of the cultivation, entire forested area, abandoned field, hundreds of ponds were sunk. We have to raise it, and all those things we have to take into consideration.
Mr. Jones?
Yep, thank you. So, Chairman, just to confirm, so the minister is saying indeed that they first set targets, then go and see what they have to work with.
Minister.
Mr. Chair, I don't know how the honorable member interpret that, but I am saying that projections are made. We are making projection and we have set ourselves targets, and that I am saying.
Thank you, Minister. Mr. Jordan.
Mr. Chair, the Honorable Minister just stated that after they would have set the target, they saw fields with overgrowns and all of these stuff. Mr. Chair, is it that the Honorable Minister is saying to this House that he had no idea of how many fields or the amount of canes that were there to be harvested for the factory to grind before setting the target?
I'll give this particular line of question, that last one, Minister.
Mr. Chair, I answered that question already.
Thank you very much, Minister.
Thank you.
Could the minister indicate when it is that this estate and factory is going to make a profit in view of all the mechanization that he is going to input? When?
Honorable Minister.
Mr. Chair, I will not be able to say when, but we are working towards that. That is why we are reducing the subvention for central government. We are working towards that.
Thank you, Minister. Honorable Member Mr. Ramjitan.
Is there absolutely no projection by this minister as to when it is going to become profitable?
Honorable Minister.
Mr. Chair, we have a lot of projects. We had this year, we set a target, and we will reach that target. Next year, we set a target, and we will reach that target. And we'll continue to set projections. We'll continue, for example, we said we want to start the mechanization process. We have started it. We are now advancing in that stage because we know for a fact that harvesters, cane cutters, you are not finding so many cane cutters now. That is why we want to mechanize. So the point I am trying to say, GUYSUCO is moving into a different phase. And the honorable member wants to appreciate what we are doing because we want to keep this GUYSUCO alive because GUYSUCO is the single largest employer of people in our country, and our government will continue to maintain GUYSUCO and keep GUYSUCO alive.
Thank you, Minister. Honorable Member.
Yeah. Folks, you heard it there. You heard it there, folks. You heard it there? We've been pouring billions into GUYSUCO. There is no projection when we can turn a profit from all those inputs, mechanization, OBization, you name it. There's no projection. So we just keep pushing, dumping money, flinging money in GUYSUCO. Doing Collins, pelting money in GUYSUCO. Take them. 10 billion, 60, 70 billion. Take them your black hole. GUYSUCO. Yeah, no projection. See, I don't know. We'll keep at it. That's how you run a business. I don't know. Just keep throwing capital. You see? I don't know. Right? Sugar can get banned and we get still fighting up with GUYSUCO. Right? But we know why. We know, you heard him mention himself, the people want cut K now. You see? We got to prop up. What's left though, we know. Who know? You're in the street long enough. You know. You know. Sign to the times, folks. How you going to abuse a 12-year-old? Eh? Why you going to want to assault a 12-year-old? Sign to the time. You can't do the time, don't do the crime. Moving on. Why Sunil Ram, you're going to want to assault a 12-year-old? You see how this country upside down? Upside down. Let me go along with Candy, your name calling. Candy Nilin Indigit. Your name calling, Candy. It calling. Candy, your name calling. Yep. Charging stations. The Guyana Energy Agency said you got about 4 now. They don't understand. See how much I tell you. Charging station. You can't get proper electricity to your house. Charging station. Say if you got a solar car, you can go and plug it in. I didn't see if they said it's free. You can go and plug it and charge it. I can see Guyanese going and plugging a cell phone. I can see Guyanese going and touch up the iron. They're going to press it on in the morning. Can we get current in your house? Electricity. Charging station for cars, folks. The Guyana Energy Agency says they put down 4 of them. See if you got an electric car, I don't know if you can convert an engined car, whatever is the phrase, to an electric car. I can see some of you say nice time now. I see some of you with down for a long time. Some of you car parked a long time the way this PP government has been supplying power. I saw some folks on social media. Not gonna work for today. They work for today, then they hear blackout. It ain't charging. Something got y'all don't thief out the people charging station, you know. Right? I can see you gone by Susan, you gone by Sati. So Sati came with this big thing here. Because I know it's Frederick bring it. You know, it's Prakash bring it last night. This big thing. Charging station in front of somebody's living room. Well decorated like a Christmas tree. Leave the people charging station alone if you don't have an electric car to charge folks. I know some of y'all stay. I know some of y'all. Never see conversation. I can see some of y'all, you gone on there, take no selfie by charge station. Check me. Like how we see folks run by the ugly fountain. Well dressed in all the wedding dance and so on. Fountain, take what? Charging station. Your husband posted by this charging station. Y'all wedding clothes. Yep. We know some of y'all. We know your story go. We know. We know your story go. You okay, the whole wedding party by the charging station. You can never see comfy like a big Guyanese. We created the art form. See Candy, Morna, groomsmen and the bridesmaid. Everybody by the charging station. How we looking? Coming closer? I want the charging station show, you know. I want it show. What you do? Whatever filter you're using, make sure you catch the charging station good. Folks, there's nobody on earth like a guy needs. The charging station is here, folks. Head on down. Head on down, folks. It's here. Look story here now. Look story here now. Our foreign affairs minister, you thought, whichever it is. The Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, you thought, took to the floor of the National Assembly. He said, we're very, very confident that this Argyle Declaration prohibits Venezuela from infringing upon Essequibo. You see when they go old English, upon, you got to watch them. You got to, when they go upon, speaking language, speak English, upon. Upon will be a preposition. What part of the speech? I used to notice at the back of my hand, said, bop, bop, bop. Upon is a preposition. Huh? Is it? Is it like she? According to Priya Manik Chan, Minister of Education, she's a preposition. Is it? Is upon? He said it's gonna deter infringement on Essequibo. by Maduro. He also said he was very grateful for the international partners that we've been talking to that got our back. I'm very happy too. We got some strong folks who are standing with us, standing with us. Take a listen to what the minister, the honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Todd, said in the National Assembly quite recently. Todd, over to you.
Mr. Speaker, the measures announced were a direct threat to the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Guyana and blatantly disregarded the December 1st order of the court. They are also an affront to the political independence of Guyana as a sovereign state and the violation of the fundamental principles of international law enshrined. The government took a number of diplomatic initiatives in response to the illegal actions from Venezuela. And Mr. Speaker, this House will recall that the President has had several engagements at the level of heads of state and government, as well as international organizations here within the region and extra-regionally. Guyana has had tremendous support on the side of international law from our friends, our partners, as well as institutions that Guyana are committed to. Mr. Speaker, you would recall also that the President of Brazil, President Lula, along with the pro tempore chair of CELAC, Prime Minister Ralph Gonzalez of the St. Vincent and Grenadines, who, during his chairmanship, has also spoken with many of the heads within Latin America and the Caribbean. And you would recall also, Mr. Speaker, that CELAC is an intergovernmental organization that speaks to political consultation, that speaks also to peace and stability within the region, that speaks also to environmental protection and human rights. So within the CELAC umbrella, Mr. Speaker, and within the sub-regional grouping that is CARICOM, and CARICOM's advocacy on this matter, President Ali was encouraged within those frameworks to have dialogue with President Maduro, on maintaining this zone as a zone of peace. And also, he made it very clear, orally and in writing, that he was not going to engage on the controversy that Venezuela has with Guyana over the validity of the 1899 award, arbitral award, which is before the International Court of Justice.
Yeah, that's some of what the Foreign Affairs Minister Todd said in the National Assembly on Monday. Yeah, hope it holds for the sake of us all as Guyanese. I hope that agreement holds. I'm so happy as we wrap up, folks. I'm so happy that not only public servants, mainstream public servants are going to make a bread, but also the folks down at City Hall. They're telling us that a strike of some sort was averted, and that the workers there, the hard-working folks down there at City Hall, they too are going to benefit from a 6.5% raise in salary from next year as City Hall accumulates finances, and they are as well going to benefit from the one-off 25,000 as well. The staff down there at City Hall, every Guyanese, we're a land flowing with milk and honey. I mean oil and gas. Flowing with it, folks, and every Guyanese could make a bread in this country. You know? Every Guyanese could eat a food in this country. It can be nice time for, but you just got some wicked people in this place, you know. Wicked people in this place. But we're so happy for the folks down there at City Hall. You see, they're going to make a bread. 25,000, a 6.5 retro. Yep, they're going to make a bread, folks. In other news, as we wrap up, folks, got some visitors. Got some visitors with us. And, well, before we get to that last item there, they say that Ali wants Guyana and Britain to prevail upon this Lloyd's report that says that our shipping lanes are treacherous given this whole border controversy. The shipping lanes are treacherous, and they want some of that to be revised. I see some of the graphic is missing. Apologies there, folks. Right? So the government wants the UK and to have a collaboration to prevail upon law, because all of this has to do now with the rising cost of goods and services. And if you got containers and so on got to pass through this region and has to take a longer route. That cost coming on the people. So, you know, cost of living already high here. Cost of living is already high in this country. I see them want to avert this as well. So they're hoping that the country's maritime space gets pulled off of this list, that it's high risk to travel in this region. That's what they're aiming for. And finally, we saw Wesley Clark, a 4-star general, sitting down with Irfan Ali. Quite recently, they said they discussed hemispheric security, geopolitical relations in the Western Hemisphere. They got some back things happening here, folks. They got a retired U.S. 4-star general. Don't just show up at Ship the Ryan Chandra Paul Drive to discuss hemispheric security in spare time. Right? They got some back channels happening here. Right? We beg Irfan, we beg. But on the surface, this is a 4-star U.S. general, Wesley Clark. They said on the surface, they discussed hemispheric security, geopolitical relations in the Western Hemisphere. We beg. We's big people. God damn it. Treat us like we big people. That being said, folks, we're going to leave it here this evening. But we want you guys to share the like before you go. Smash that emoji button before you go as well, folks. And partner with us so we can do more programs like this. Here's how you can help us.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments.
Yeah. Again, folks, we're just letting you guys know that we're going to be off from Friday. Our last show is going to be on Friday until the 8th of January. We're going to be back. We're going to keep posting videos and posting stories to our social media platform with our shows, the morning show and In the Ring. We're going to be off from the 22nd, which is Friday, if I'm correct. It's going to be Friday. We're going to be back on the 8th of January. We're going to resting, recuperating. We're retiring like the 4-star general. We're retiring. Good to have had so many of you on the live this evening, folks. Annette and Karen and Wilma Grant and Charles Nelson and Edward and Charmy and all the other folks. Thanks for joining us this evening. Share the live before you go, folks. Smash that emoji button. Smash it before you go. Hundreds of you still watching us. And folks, partner with us as well. We need your support to keep moving forward. That's it. That's our time, folks.